So my husband and I moved to this area about 5 years ago. And prior to that, we lived a little bit west, but we kind of felt alone in the world managing our health and living holistically. So I got pregnant with my first daughter, and we found Dr. Shattauer's practice and the site, and was really hopeful and so encouraged to meet him and just connect. I feel like when we're managing our own health, it doesn't feel as scary, but then when we have children, it's terrifying because now it's someone else and they mean everything in the world. And so it was just so encouraging. He and his practice have been so supportive and helpful in every way. And it just feels so right to have a fit, like to have people on your team to support your lifestyle and the things that you're doing. And when I talk to friends and family that don't live here and that live further and don't have connection like that, they're just so jealous, and I'm like, I know you need to drive a couple hours for this. So I feel like my husband and I tease every time. We're kind of like, we sometimes dream of a farm, right? But I'm like, we can't have a farm. Like we have to stay here forever unless we can take you, Dr. Shattauer, with us. But yeah, so we're so thankful. So yeah, thank you, and you have to be here forever. So thankful for you too, Tanya.
My name's David Dorn. My wife Elizabeth Lennon and I met Paul through Home First Family Practice when Mayor was our. We met. We're involved in the practice through Mayor. We met Paul. That was 30 years ago. And Paul, I so appreciate your approach to healthcare, your respect for the body and health, and your philosophy. It's just such a gift. So congratulations on 10 years in business. That's an accomplishment in any business, much less in healthcare. And so good for you, and keep on keeping on. Thank you. Congratulations.
This is Tina, and we've been seeing Dr. Paul for about we're 6 years now for both our children. And after I had my second child, what I really appreciated about Dr. Paul, amongst all the things that I appreciate about him, is that I was taking my youngest son in for his checkup, but Dr. Paul actually spent time and asked me about how I was doing. I now have a second child. He's really trying to check in on my emotional health. And the thing that really struck me is just so Dr. Paul, that even though he is friendly with my husband and sales with him, he took nothing for granted. And he said, "Is Dan helping you out, Tina? Is he doing his part?" And so I just thought, like, he just really cares about everybody. And I'm going to cry. Congratulations on 10 years.
Thank you, Tina. Thank you.
I'll go. So first of all, congratulations. Just like I didn't catch the guy's name who said it. The accomplishment of being in business for 10 years is amazing. And yes, so congratulations on that. I'm having kind of like a full circle moment with this because we met Dr. Shattauer the day you opened your practice. We were with the West Suburban Midwifery Group when I was pregnant with my first daughter, and they were having some kind of milestone celebration, and we were at a park in Oak Park, and he came down and was like, "Hey, I'm having my open house," and Ryan and I were like, "Well, that guy looks cool. Let's go check it out." So so we went, and we were like, "Let's just go make an appearance." And then we ended up staying there, I don't know, for like 2 or 3 hours, because we were like, "These are our people." So so then we've been seeing Dr. Shattauer, and I say seeing, I use it loosely because I tell him all the time that he helps us stay so healthy that we never get to see him, so that kind of stinks. But we have been with him this whole time, and it's coming full circle now because our daughter's pediatrician is looking like he's going to retire, and so we need care for them. It's time for our older daughter to have her yearly checkup, and my husband and I were talking today. We're like, we feel so blessed to have Dr. Shattauer in our life, because we didn't even think for a second about what we were going to do when we heard that we needed to try to find a new care provider for our daughters, it just immediately we're like, oh, well, we're going to take them to Dr. Schautower now. So we'll all be going there. So we just really feel so blessed that we have you here to help us. And, again, was no question in our mind to trust our daughter's care with you. And we're so thankful and grateful for all the work that you're doing for all of us and for the world, and many, many more years of success to you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna hop back in really quickly because when I was talking, please don't take this to mean that it diminishes how I feel about you, Tanya, but I failed to mention how excited that I am. And the partnership there, and Dr. Paul, you made a fantastic decision bringing Tanya on. She's going to be an amazing asset for the practice and all the work she's doing with women's health and everything that she's offering. So I just wanted to throw that out there and give a shout out to Tanya, and thank you also.
Here.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you so much.
Hi, everybody. My name's Summer Kelly, and I'm the director of the Mother's Milk Bank of the Western Great Lakes. And I would like to raise a glass to Dr. Schautower, Marcia, Tanya, and the whole crew at Green Medical for serving as our very first physician-led milk depot in the state of Illinois. And I think the third milk depot in the entire state. So I don't know if you saw the post, Dr. Schautower, but I did some math today and I looked at our database. Your depot has collected over 20,000 ounces of human milk for premature babies. So that is definitely a cause to raise a glass, and we appreciate you so much. Cheers. Congratulations.
I love that. Thank you, Kelly. And then there's a little story there that we have the deep freeze right in the hallway here in our practice, and moms that have extra milk will come in and donate their milk, and it's a real touching thing because that milk is so precious. And I always say the reason that people get better here when they come to see me is that when they walk in the door, they already start to heal from the energy that's coming off that breast milk out of the deep freeze. So thank you so much, Kelly, for your mission. It's just really
thank
amazing.
you. Oh, and Dr. Paul's my doctor too. So yeah, I'm with all of you. He's such an asset for all of us, for the whole community.
Okay, my name's Elaine Smith. My husband's Don. He's already said that Dr. Schautower was at our youngest daughter's birth 26 years ago. We began with Dr. Schautower at Home First. Our whole extended family, we have 4 children, 3 grandchildren. They have all been patients of Dr. Paul and continue to be. And we appreciate our extended family. Thanks you very much. We thank you for every phone call you have answered. You have been kind and patient with all of us. Congratulations for this wonderful day, and we ask for blessings for your continued practice. And Tanya too. Our last visit, my husband and I was with Tanya. It was great, wonderful, just what we liked, just what we needed. Thank you very much.
Dr. Schautower, it's Melody, and you have seen Brayton in and out here. It was kind of a tag team for bath time. And I'm so happy to have found you to be for an alternative to our typical Western medicine outlook on things. So thank you very much. And I'll never forget your referral for the dermatologist. Brayton has done amazing with him. And he loves to come and see you. He was in the back and I was talking about what we were listening to. And he said, well, so we're going to go see, because I was mentioning Tanya too. Oh, so we're going to go see them? And so actually our appointments are in a week and a half. So we will see you soon. And thank you so much for the generosity to be able to try the vegan restaurant. Let's see how we can expand his palate. So thank you.
You are welcome. Thank you.
So, hey guys, it's Lori. I will just say hello. And I know everybody is knows Dr. Paul for taking care of babies, and like, who wouldn't love to take care of babies? But I have an 88-year-old mother, and she has been, not super well, but not terrible, and not really kind of liking her traditional doctor. And I took her to a visit with Paul a couple weeks ago, and it was absolutely wonderful. And I think the main reason is because of Paul's amazing way about himself and his bedside manner, and she just loved him and felt super comfortable with him. And Paul, you just make a tremendous amount of sense in terms of how you recommend caring for her. And it's really just been a blessing and a gift to me as her caretaker, to be able to know that, you're there, and that we have somebody, like you, and somebody that, we love already, and trust so much. So thank you very much for that. And I say, we know you already because my family has been friends with the Shattauer family, since we really kind of started here in Oak Park with our kids, who are actually Spencer and Lucas's ages. And Spencer, hey Spencer, and my son Ross, really grew up together as best friends. And Marcia is one of my dear, dear friends, and has been a great friend to me personally over the years as well. So happy that 10 years is a great, small business milestone, as somebody mentioned earlier. So that's amazing that, you are celebrating that. And again, thank you for the care and the comfort that you brought to an 88-year-old woman, my mother. And, we love you and appreciate you so much, the whole Shattauer family. Cheers.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yay. Cheers.
Hi, Dr. Shattauer. It's Debbie Boucher.
Okay. We'll
And
get you later, Marge.
We're actually at a birth right now, at a home birth.
Yay! Woo! That says something. 10 years and a new baby coming in.
This is Carolyn Beach.
Hi, Carolyn.
Did you ever have home first? Did your mom ever have home first at any of her births? Oh, okay. Dr. Elbow was at her, delivered all her siblings. And this is my other nurse, Karen.
Hello.
What a special time, and all the best to the mom.
Okay.
Tell her that we're all thinking of her and we're all giving our energy to her. I know I've been there, and I know what it's like to be in your shoes, Debbie, and it takes a lot of energy for everybody to give the energy to the mom.
Yes, that's true. I know I already talked, but I didn't get a chance to say that I really appreciate all the teaching you gave me, Dr. Shattauer, when I was just an assistant and, learning the ropes. And I remember pretty much every birth we went together to. So wow. I just really appreciate everything that I learned from you. So thank you.
Yeah, those were some bonding times, and those were the times that launched everything in the direction that we've gone ever since. So
yeah. I've had my practice for 12 years now, and I owe it all to all the doctors that helped teach me while I was in midwifery school. I was at UIC just learning the medical model, and I wouldn't have been able to do this on, have my own practice if I hadn't had the mentorship from you guys while I was in school. So thank you.
Yeah, that's very touching, Debbie.